So good evening, my dear students. Welcome to my channel again. So today we are going to discuss function chapter, working with function. Okay. So what are the different things we'll read here? Just have a look here. Working with function. So first thing is why we need function in a program. Okay. What is the need of that? Then different types of function provided by the Python program. Then what is how to define a function? How to define a function. Okay. Then how to call a function. So these are the things. Okay. We are going to read here. So let's one by one we'll see. First is you can see here. Need of the function. Okay. So let's start. So here it is a function. So function introduction. A function is a programming block of code which is used to perform a single related task. It only runs when it will be called. Okay. So the main use we can see whenever if we see in our real life, we are using from the morning to night. We are relating with different types of function. Okay. In the morning we wake up, we brush our teeth, then do our whatever the regular things, then go for the breakfast. Okay, so eating one function, writing, running, okay, whatever you are performing in your real life, it is one function. The same thing also, the different types of function or the function you will be applied on a programming language to deal with the real life situation. Okay, to deal with the real life situation, you need to use the function in a programming language. Different types of tasks it can perform through the function. So you can see what is the main role of the function here. So here, what are the advantages of using a function in a program? Or here the question I have given, the first need of a function in a program. First one is program development made easy and fast. Okay, so how it will be made easy and fast? First is program development made easy and fast. So how it is? Suppose you are writing, okay, 1,000 lines of code. Clear? From this, you have to find out some error. From 1,000 lines, we will find out some error. So it is a very complex task to find out an error from the 1000 line and okay, again rectify it. So if we divide this into the small part of code, 100 line, 200 line, then it will be easy for the developer who is going to write this program, okay, to find out the error in this program. So that's why it is they have written program development made easy and fast. Work can be divided among the project members, thus the implementation can be completed the fast. Okay. So suppose one project, it is the real life I am telling. So one project will be assigned to a team member of 5 members. Okay. Now the 5 members has divided their work. This suppose 5 function used. First function will work by the first member, second function will by second member, and it will be go on. So now you can see it will be easy for them to work on one function, and finally they will be merge all the function and make a complete project. Then program testing becomes easy because easy to locate and isolate faulty function for further investigation. Okay, so whenever we will test the program, it will be easy for you. Code sharing becomes possible. A function may be used for later many other programs. This means that a Python programmer can use the function written by others. Okay, you can share that. Code reusability, very good concept increases. You can reuse the code. How? Because a function can be used to keep away from the rewriting the same block of codes which are going to use 2 or more locations in a program. Suppose you have done something in a program, you have done something, you have written already 5 functions. So if you need any correction again in a particular function, then what you will do, that just go to this particular function, okay, and you just reuse it again, or wherever you need, okay, you can take this particular function and again reuse in the program. Clear? This especially is useful if the code is involved in the long or complicated. Okay, and a situation where the complicated tax can be we can use, or we can means doing something related to any complicated project, then there the chance of different code, okay, we can reuse again and again. So for that reason, it's better the function we can just recall, use this function and change their whatever properties, behavior, whatever. Increases the program reliability. The length of the source program can be reduced by using or calling function at appropriate place. So program becomes more reliable. Okay, no need to call the all the function at a time. One by one we can call one function. Then we can see there but means how it is working or not. Properly it is the first function you run. Okay, call this first function, then first function will be execute in your console, Python console, then it will be show the result. Then go to second function, like this one by one you will check. Okay, then it will be what it will do, increase the program readability. Then function facilitates procedural abstraction. What is that? Once a function is written, programmer would have to know to invoke a function only, not its coding. Okay, so what they will do, whatever the coding part you have written, okay, not require this one, you just invoke this function in the entire program, then the coding part automatically invoked because it is inside the function. Whatever the logic will return, you have written inside the function. Okay, you need not to write it again and again. When you call this function, invoke this function, automatically the logic will be invoked and it will be show the result that he is telling. Function facilitated the factoring of code. A function can be called in other function and so on. Okay, in one function you can call another function, nested function. So one question will arise in the examination: significance of program sorry, significance of function in a program. Then you can write down this one. Okay, program development made easy and fast. It will be break down, means divide a larger program into smaller program. Program testing become easy. Code sharing become possible. Code reusability increases. Okay, increase the program readability. These are the advantages. You can write down or significance of function. Okay, then we'll move to different types of function. Okay, they can also ask you in the examination what are the different types of function given by the Python program. Let's see one by one. Types of function. First one is built-in function. Okay. Second one is user-defined function. Third one is your function defined in the module. Okay, built-in function. That function is already there whenever you download the Python software in your system. Okay, so there by default you get this different types of function like input function. Okay, int, length, type, id. You have already did this function, yes or no? So this function you will get by default when you download and install this Python software. That is called what, built-in function. Then user defined, that should be defined by the user itself. Okay, sum, subtract, multiply, different, many more functions are available. Many more functions we can use under user defined function. Whatever function you are doing, suppose you are calculating, means find out the sum, you take sum, product or multiply, divide. Okay, whatever your tags, based on it you will choose your function. That is called user defined. User will choose this one. Then function defined in the module. There are some modules are there, yes or no? Like math module, random module, statistics module. Okay, so there some functions are there. So you also use that, but before use you have to use what? Yesterday we have read that import. One statement you write import, then module name, math or random, whatever. Clear, everyone? Let's go to here. So how we can create and calling a function? User defined function. Okay, it is a function defined using the def keyword. Which keyword? The keyword is there. You can see the function will start when we will start defining, it will be here. Def, this is a keyword in Python. Okay, you can see here def my underscore own function. Print hello from a function. Okay, it is called function block. Then program start here, the program code here, the main program. Print hello before calling the function. Then you called here the function. You can see my own function, the function name. What is that? My own function is called here or not? Function calling, now function code will be executed. Then print hello after calling the function. Then the above source code in Python file, save it and execute it. So the function, whenever you start defining the function, has should be a def keyword, should be there. Then you write the your function, whatever your function. Then your logic will be started. Clear, everyone? Okay. Then variable scope. in the function. So there are many two types of variable is there in the function. One is a local variable accessible only inside the functional block where it is declared. Global variable anywhere in the whole program using the global keyword. Okay. So you can see here one function we have taken, def function. I love in the local variable. Here s is what? Local variable, because it is defining inside a function. Okay. Then print s I love what? Function print s. You can see this s we can call but global variable, because it will be accessed by everyone. This s is present inside the function. That's why it is called local variable. So those variables are means used within the function, localized. It is only local for this function. Okay. So global means it can be used in the function also and also outside also. And sometimes if the same name is used for both global and local, suppose here s you can see one s is here in the outside, one s is here in the but inside, then how you know okay which one you can access okay in the function, then you should mention this is global s. So global s means they will be access this one, then normal s means they will be access the local s. Clear? I think my point. Okay. Variable scope in function, you can see. Okay. Another thing you very much known about parameter and argument. Okay. So what is the parameter here? Parameter, those value you are passing through function. You can see. Suppose I write here def okay function x comma y. Here the x and y we are passing. So x and y are called what? Parameter. Okay. Then when we are calling again, you can see here we have called function 50 comma 100. This time when we called okay what are the value? It is called received value. It is called pass value. Okay. So in the function definition, the proper definition of parameter is whatever the value or variable we are passing under function definition, it is called what? Parameter. And whatever the value we are sending or passing through function call, it is called what? Argument. Whatever value we are receiving through function definition, it is called parameter. We are passing through function call, it is called what? Argument. This is called argument. Very much important concept. Okay, you can see here. Variable scope they have written here. Okay, different variable scope. Chalo, here they have written. Parameters and argument passing and returning the value. You can see these are the specified after the function name inside the parenthesis. See here, some x comma y, x and y are called formal argument or parameter. Alternate name of parameter is formal argument or formal parameter. Here you can see sum of x and y are called actual arguments or arguments. Clear, I think. So here note they have written function prototype is declaration of function with the name, argument and return type. So what should be the function prototype? What should be available in the function? Function name should be there, some argument or parameter should be there, and return type should be there. Okay. A formal parameter is in the function definition, and actual parameter and argument is a function call. I am telling already. The parameter is otherwise called formal parameter or formal argument. It should be here. Function definition. They have written. function definition. And actual parameter or actual argument is present in the function form. Clear my point very much. Suppose I write here on function, you can see here. Then you can tell me, okay, which one is the function parameter, which one is the argument. Okay, so you can see here. Suppose I write f sum of x comma y. Okay, then z equal to x plus y, return z. Okay, this is the function prototype. Then we pass. Okay, suppose I call the function here sum of 10 comma 20. So can you tell me which is the parameter, which is the argument here? Anyone? This is called what? Parameter. This is called what? Argument. Clear, I think now. Okay. So next, function arguments. So function can be called using the following types of formal arguments. So when anyone asks you the question, when the function will be start execution, you write 5 or 6 function. When that function will execute it, when you call a function, at the particular moment the function is going to execute. Okay, so in different, they're calling the function in different ways. That is called function argument. Function can be called using the following types of formal arguments. First one is your required argument, keyword argument, default argument. Okay, first take positional argument. Okay, so argument passed in the correct positional order. The correct positional order. In which order you assign the value, the same order they will be taken. See the example here. Def square x. They have taken one parameter x. Z equal to x into x, return z. R of square. So in the above function square, we have to definitely need to pass some value in the argument x. Okay, otherwise it will be not run. You can see it is empty, so we'll pass some value. Then, because one value we have taken, required argument is 1, so one value we must have to pass. We have to see the parameter, how many parameter we have taken. Based on that, we pass. Automatically they will take 1, 2, 3. Suppose I'll give an example here. What is the required or positional argument? It is best matching under the position. Suppose I take here definition, simple interest. Okay, simple interest. Suppose here principal, that is called PR, I have taken. Then rate, then time. Okay, 3 things I have taken. This thing is what this parameter, principal, rate, and time. Then I wrote here how to find the simple interest in P into PR into RT into time by 100. Okay, then return SI. So when I call here simple interest, okay, I mention here 2000, rate is 5%, time is 2 years. Then by default it will be 10. It is called position based on their position. First position is whom? Principal in the parameter. So 2000 automatically going to principal. 5 is rate, automatically it will go to rate. Then 2 is your time, automatically will be taken. So based on the position, it will be matches. That's why it is called what? Positional argument. Here, then take default argument. Okay, take what? Positional argument. Everyone understood, I think. Now come to default argument. What is that default argument? Default argument. Okay, so you have taken the same that SI simple interest. I am writing the short form P principal, rate and time. Okay, and here you mention rate equal to what? Sorry, you mention this is called default argument. I have taken the SI P principal R rate time equal to 2. Okay, 2 years. Whatever. Okay. So now SI write the formula P into R into P by 100. Right? Then return SI. In the default argument, when you call the SI, okay, you mention 2005. No need to mention time. If you don't want, if you want to change this 2 to 3, then you can mention. But if your by default time is 2 years, so if you don't mention this parameter in the function call through argument, then by default it will take what? If you want to mention any other thing, then you can. This is the use of default argument. Okay, but you can see in the total positional argument. Okay, now we clear about default argument. I am comparing here, but one rule we have to follow in the default argument, very much important rule in default argument. Suppose you have taken here SI, okay, P R E equal to. So how you mention this one? If your right hand side, okay, value is their default value, then you can mention the other value. Otherwise, you cannot. Suppose I write here def SI P, I write R equal to 5, then time like this. It will be error because on the right hand side T is not default value set. So if the right hand side default value set, then previous value you can set the default value. Okay, this is the rule for defining the default value in the default argument. Clear? Then you can see in the both the cases. So what are the both the cases we did now? Positional and default. We have to follow the rule of strictliness. That means there is no flexibility. We cannot use it anywhere in the parameter. Suppose first we have take principal, means we have to mention the first. When we call, first should be the principal. Second rate means second should be the rate. We cannot change it. But in the keyword argument, okay, it is flexible. How we want, we can. How? Suppose same thing I am doing here. def si p r equal t, only t. Okay, I mention here. Then whatever the si equal to p into r into t by 100, then return the si. Suppose I want to call here any place you can write the principal, any place you can write, but you have to mention red r equal to 5, time equal to 2, principal equal to 3005. You have to mention here, then it will be flexible. Anywhere you can use. You can see here they have given the example name and age they have taken, but okay, print name and age. When you call, you can see age is first, name is second. So any place you can take. It is flexible. And this is the three types of argument now we have read. And I think everyone understood this one. Chalo. Default, I have told you here x3 y4. Okay. So whenever you will call, by default it will give you the result. If you want to change, then you can. Okay. Yes. Okay, here they have taken one address, variable length argument. Okay, it's called variable length argument. Sum of var tuple. You will take one tuple here. Tuple you have already read. Okay, so s equal to start from 0 for var in var tuple s plus into it will be increased. So they have taken sum 70, 60, 50, print r, sum of r5 print r. So and the above function sum can sum n number of value. Whatever the value you want, you can take. This is called variable length argument. Lambda. Okay, lambda function is a small anonymous function which can take any number of argument but can only have one expression. Only have one expression. So it is not in the syllabus, so don't worry. Mutable, immutable property. So everything in Python is an object, and every object in Python can be either mutable or immutable concept. Already we have written what is mutable, what is immutable. Since everything in Python is an object, every variable holds an object instance, that is memory address. Okay, object instance means memory address. So when an object is initiated, it is assigned a unique object ID memory address, and its type is defined at runtime, and one set never changes. So in the mutable case, it can be changed after it is created, and an immutable object it cannot be. Okay, that you have already know. So this is the mutable, this is the immutable. That means after defining, we cannot change in immutable, we can change in mutable. So how it will be hold the address? How object are passed to the function? In immutable case, you can see from every function, okay, pass the value case. Every function they have the different value, different ID. You can see here they have taken a list. That's why you'll get the same memory address for everything because it is a list mutable. When it is immutable, when it is number, suppose you change any number inside it, then you will get different. The above functional list to an object is being passed and its contents are changing because it is mutable. That's why it is behaving like a pass by reference. Here number n, print id n plus equal to 10, b5. In above function, value of the variable b is not being changed because it's immutable. That's why it is behaving like a pass by value. Okay. So whenever you will do any updation, that here it will be not changed because it is what immutable. Okay. It is usually pass by value. Pass array or something function. Okay. Pass string also. String can be passed in the functional argument, but it uses pass by value. Tuple dictionary, you can add also dictionary, you can add also tuple here. You can take one tuple and add it. Dictionary function using libraries that we am telling mathematical function. Okay, import math in square function, whatever you can import it. These are the functions. See, return the smallest integer, okay, greater than or equal to smallest integer. Floor, it returns the largest integer less than or equal to the number. Okay. So like this log, exponential, all the function is present in the max module. You can see these are the functions. Take the screenshot. If the question arises in the use of this function, you can write down. Square root, square, cos, sine, tan, power. Okay, everything you can get. String functions are available in Python standard module. These are always available to use. Okay, different string functions also there. Capitalize. Convert the first character to uppercase. Case fold, string into lowercase. Center, count, encode, and switch, find. Okay, there are some different uses. Index function, format function. Okay, is alphanumeric. When there is function is there, that means it is checking that this function is alphanumeric function or not. Is alpha, it is alphabet or not. Is decimal, is digit. That means he is checking. So the result is always in the true or false. Wherever is there. Okay. So replace, split, starts with uppercase, title, converts the first character of each word to uppercase. Okay, each word it will be do that. Translate returns a translated string. Okay, so this is all about your different types of functions, why the function is required. Okay, so you can refer the book and there so many concepts also there. You'll go through it, do some program like find out the simple interest. Okay, SI conversion function using temperature Fahrenheit. Okay, simple interest program, SI program. Lot of programs are available. Conversion using function. Okay, so thank you for today class. If any doubt, you can ask me in the comment line. Bye bye for this today.